Hi there everyone, and welcome to First Success. My name is Joanna Knight and I'm the author of Return from the Void, which is a self-help book that I've recently written. You can find it on my website or on Amazon. Today we're going to be talking about stopping smoking with hypnosis and why does it work and how does it work. Now, a lot of people that smoke don't always believe that it's as easy as just one session, but quite honestly it is. That's all you need is just one session to stop the smoking habit. Now, what I do first of all is when somebody comes to me, I always give them a little bit of a questionnaire and I get them to think, first of all, of where their mind is. And one of the questions I would ask, and I would thoroughly recommend that you check hypnotherapists out for this question, is on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most that you want something and 1 being next to nothing. Where are you on that scale? And how badly do you want to stop the smoking habit, and for what reasons? Is it for someone else? Is it because your mum or your girlfriend or your husband is nagging you? Because that's really not good enough. It needs to be for your reasons, for you, because this is a benefit ultimately for you. So typically if somebody came to me and said, well, it's about a 4 or a 5, honestly, I wouldn't take that person on my books. I would not give them an appointment, and I think any self-respecting hypnotherapist would do the same. If you need to check out that somebody does have their hypnotherapy qualifications, then simply go on the APHP website. That's the APHP website or the Hypnotherapy Register, and you'll find that I'm on both of them. Now, by asking this question is showing me a level of commitment. I wouldn't just take your money and run, and I would strongly suggest that no one else does either. If, for instance, you gave me a 7.5 or an 8 on that scale, then it's workable, because then I know that your mind is in the right place. The next question would be 3 reasons why. You should be able to reel those reasons off at the top of your head. A, B, C. Well, these are the reasons why I want to stop smoking. Once you have your mind in the right space, then it's time to book your hypnotherapy session. And this is the exciting part, because your mind is about to transform and change. You're in the right time, in the right space, and you're about to book your appointment. Now, typically when you book an appointment with me, stop smoking session will be longer than any other session that somebody would normally come to me for. So you can expect, rather than staying for an hour, you would be with me for around an hour and a half to 2 hours. With some people it's even longer, but normally no longer than 2.5 hours maximum. So after you've had that session, what you'll find is that things will begin to change. You won't feel any differently when you leave the room. However, you will be a natural non-smoker. Now, why is this? Well, hypnosis actually addresses the subconscious part of the mind. So you're in an altered state of awareness. You're deeply, deeply relaxed, and your mind is open to these wonderful suggestions. Also remember that you're ready at that time for those suggestions. This is really, really important. Prior to your hypnosis, you're given an educational talk. Now, there may be a lot that you know about health problems that go alongside smoking, but it's always good sometimes just to be reminded, or certain research and statistics that you may be interested in. You also get a pack that you can take away with you to show how well you're progressing and how your body is healing, and that's nice to just pin on your fridge to remind you of all the good work that you've done, because you should congratulate yourself for that, alongside a certificate of completion which I get ready for you the night before. And sometimes people even request just a simple relaxation CD because they love the hypnotic process so much. They find that it chills them out and they just enjoy it. And that's fine, by request I can do that, that's not a problem. But looking at the habit versus an addiction, this is a big question that people ask me quite often. In actual fact, smoking is a psychological habit. If it was an addiction, think about it. If you had cocaine if you had a hard drug, you wouldn't stop at 20 a day over 20 years. You would have to have more. You would crave more. You would demand more. You would steal for more. That's an addiction. But when it's a psychological habit, when you believe that something is calming you down, when you believe that you're enjoying something which is actually a stimulant, then it's more of a habit. And once habits are formed, especially if you enjoy that habit, they can be difficult to kick. But kick them you can when you're in the right state of mind. Now, sometimes fear alone can stop somebody from smoking. They could have a heart attack, for instance, and that whole experience of being taken into hospital, the trauma, and then finding out what's wrong with their heart is quite unpleasant. Putting a needle in the back of your hand, piercing in through your groin and going through a major artery to have a look up through and around your heart to put a stent in is certainly not an experience that most people would step forward and say, oh yeah, you can include me in that. Most people would step away from that experience, most certainly. So sometimes fear is enough. But you'll know when you're ready. You can look up hypnotherapy, read up about the benefits, and it is one of the best ways to stop the smoking habit for good. Be my guest, do your research on Google, and you'll find out that I'm correct. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Thank you.